Hello. Hello. Can, can you hear me? Okay, okay. All right. Hello, darling. What's going on? The one go for our phone.
No. Dr. Venkatesh, something.
Good morning.
Sir, good morning.
How are you today?
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in, Professor. I am Dr. Radhakrishnan, the principal. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I just wasted your time. Let me my apologies for delaying the program. So I'm really happy that you have spared your valuable time to address our students, sir. I'm really happy for that. I once again thank you on behalf of our institution, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, the lecture today or the that you are going to deliver is on the emerging areas of research in computing and the opportunities and challenges. The title is very appropriate because the students, those who are studying computer science or very many programs in computer science, need to know what are the challenges and at the same time how they can convert all these challenges into opportunities. Opportunities. So, thank you very much. So I once again thank you, sir, for coming all along to spare your valuable inputs for the students, sir. I wish the program all success. Thank you, sir. You can now continue your session, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Um. Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be here this morning, and I want to thank the administration. The organizer of this session. As you can see, the title of the presentation is on emerging area of research in computing, opportunity and challenges. Uh, I will look at it from the research point of view, look at some of the areas of opportunity for research in computing, some challenges, and at the same time, because my area is artificial intelligence, I will round up by, you know, pointing to the area, my area of interest, which is AI. Now, let me begin by talking about the meaning of research. Research is logical and systematic research for new and useful information on a particular topic. That is to say, before a student will carry out or embark on a research activity, there must be an area of interest which will determine the topic for that research. And when we talk about research, it could be basic, which mainly, you know, focus on the pursuit of information, acquisition of knowledge, gathering information or knowledge in that domain of interest. And if it is applied, then it means it provides solutions, solving or intervening in an actual problem, like a real life situation. However, in a more generic sense, its purpose is to enhance society by advancing knowledge through the development of scientific theory, concept, idea, and solution. Now, let's look at what research is not, meaning what we cannot term to be a research. One, gathering information from resources such as books or magazine cannot be termed to be a research. Okay? Uh, because if it has no contribution to the body of knowledge, that is to say, in that line of reasoning, there must be an additional knowledge that the researcher is contributing to the body of knowledge. So merely transporting facts from one resource to another does not constitute research, and it has no contribution to the body of knowledge. So this cannot be referred to as a research. Also, research is not simply learning about something. That is, gathering information to know more about certain area is not research, because it has to be, you know, intentional, such that it will be geared towards solving a problem, providing solution to a problem, thereby hiding to the body of knowledge. Also, research does not simply result in a yes or no answer. These are basic things that we need to know. And when I talk about research, in a very simple way, we can say that research is a systematic process of collecting and analyzing information or data in order to increase our understanding of the phenomena about which we are concerned or interested, about. It is an activity that contributes to the understanding of a phenomenon. That is research. Now, let's look at some understanding. Phenomenon, for example, a set of behavior of some entity or entities that is found interesting by a research community. But talk about understanding. It's all about knowledge acquired by a researcher that allows the prediction of behavior of some aspects of that phenomenon. Talk about activity considered appropriate to the production of understanding, that's the knowledge and the research method and techniques for the research community. Now, let's look at some of the basic features of research. One, originate with a question or problem. Possibly as a researcher, you you know must ask a question that require an answer. Or if you are interested in a particular area, domain, you may consider a problem. That is one of the features of research whereby you intend to acquire requisite knowledge in that area as to provide solution to that problem. Another basic feature is required clear articulation of a goal or objective. There must be a goal. The purpose of the research must be clearly stated from the beginning. It must also follow a specific plan or procedure. That's methodology. How do you want to go about your research? That is critical and very important. Often divide main problem into sub-problem. Yes. In this case, you may have to look at the entire problem. You may have to scale it in a specific manner, stating how those statements, which I can refer to as objectives, will be achieved using a particular method. And this must be guided by specific problem, question, proposition, or hypothesis, and more so, another feature is accept certain critical assumption. It also requires collection and interpretation of data, and it could be cyclical. Now, I would like to mention some of the characteristics, the way research is being grouped. Now, the first one is empirical. Empirical is a process-oriented research, rely on systematic observation and experiment to arrive at a finding or conclusion. Talking about empirical, you carry out an experiment, could be an observation from which you can, come up with a finding and your conclusion. It could also be logical. In this case, the correctness and validity of the reasoning behind finding and conclusion. You have to be logical. The other one that I like to mention is cyclical, which is all about the pattern approach to progress and activities. It can also be analytical. In this case, you examine facts, evidences to discover a new insight. Then it could be critical, a way of evaluation of merit and truth in reaching judgment based on facts and evidence. It can also be methodical. In this case, the application of procedures, processes that are systematic, organized, and well established, and it cannot be replicable. In this case, talking about reproducibility of the results and finding under the same or similar circumstances. Now, what are the current trends in computer science as a whole before I come to my area of study? The latest computer science trend includes artificial intelligence. We talk about edge computing and quantum computing. IT professionals are also knowledgeable about development in robotics and cyber security. I talked about AI and robotics, talk about big data analytics, computer assisted education, bioinformatics, cybersecurity, IoT, and blockchain. We can count and count. Now, what are the trend in the area of hardware? The current trend in the area of hardware and software include the increasing use of reduced instruction set computing, migration to Unix operating system, the development of large software libraries, microprocessor-based smart terminals that allow remote validation of data, speech synthesis, and recognition. Now, other related areas that we may consider for those who are interested or who are carrying out research in the area of computer science include computer architecture, compiler organization, optimization, embedded system, bioinformatics, computational biology, data mining, databases and geographical information systems. Also, we have graphics and immersive computing, high performance computing. We have the human-computer interaction, and lastly, network, distributed system, and security. Now, I would like to tell us about the progress of research in the area of artificial intelligence. And I'd like us to imagine a future in which intelligence is not restricted to humans, a future where machine can think as well as human, work with them to create an even more exciting universe, talking about man-to-machine interaction. Okay, while this future is still far away, artificial intelligence has still made a lot of advancement in the recent time. We know that originally we are used to man interaction. Because of the AI and the level of development and implementation, it has turned to machine interaction, and it's also moving to machine, whereby human being is getting out of the trade. So there are a lot of research being conducted in almost all fields of AI. Talk about quantum computing, in healthcare, autonomous vehicle, Internet of Things, robotics. So much so that there's an increase of 90% in the number of annual published research paper on artificial intelligence since 1996. And these are some of the domains of AI researchers may consider. Now, we talk about machine learning, which is basically automated decision making using computational algorithms. Talk about deep learning, which is an advanced form of machine learning that seek more robust insights. Robotics, that has to do with the development of machine, mechanical, devices that has the human capability. That is to say, they perform function just like human being. And we also have neural language processing, which has to do with computational interpretation of human languages, computer vision, making sense of image objects using computational algorithms. We also have recommender systems for predicting user preferences on online environments. And last but not the least, we have Internet of Things, that's the interconnection of computational systems and devices to enhance coordination, control, and collaboration. What are the challenges? I just try to point out some of the areas of challenges as far as computing is concerned. Not limited to this, but let me say the area of security threats and challenges edge computing is a major area. Also, mobile service composition, mobile service selection, mobile service provisioning. These are areas where we have some challenges. Wireless network security, edge computing, fog computing security and privacy challenges. We have local wireless network open challenges, mobile cloud computing, also computing service provisioning, then cloud computing service provisioning, and the last one is cloud computing open challenges. There are more than this. And in the area of AI, what are the major challenges? You agree with me that the domain of AI is one that is still evolving, it's growing, and the number of challenges still persist. But some of the popular ones are computational power. Meaningful AI research and solutions are always computationally demanding, and power is a major challenge for those who are researching in this area. Another point is mistrust. That's regarding the behavior and operation of AI system. Is another challenge. Talk about security and privacy in the way data is used in the operation of artificial intelligence. We can also look at bias in AI data that will induce wrong decision or outcome. What about the data? We have limited data, to robustly inform the analytic operation of AI system. We need data, but unfortunately, this data, are limited. Also, limited human knowledge. Talking about the extent of function and capability of human being in the area of AI. And to conclude, I would say that AI presents an interesting area of research, like any other area of computer science. that is full of exciting problems and challenges to solve. Because this problem often hold real world utilities and applications, the value of AI research cannot be downplayed. This also applies to other areas of computer science. I want to appreciate you and thank you for your time. Thank you very much. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? I'm done. Prof, can you hear me? I've talked about AI research progress, talking about, the future of AI, talking about, the interaction between human and machine and how they work together to create an exciting universe. And hello, can you hear me?
Message for the time.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
yes,
much.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are hearing, sir.
Dr. Fije, I'm done.
Forward our entire. ಸೌಮ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಕಾಲ್.
Hello.
Sir, sir, can you hear me? Vivek ma'am.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. I can finish your presentation, sir. Sir, we are hearing. நான் பேச கேக்குதா இல்ல இல்ல இப்ப கேட்கல தானே ஜஸ்ட் கேக்குதா
Hello.
சௌமியம் எடுத்தது மட்டும் சார் சௌமியம் எடுத்த கூப்பிட்டு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண சொல்லி
Hmm? Start பண்ணிக்கலாமா? Good evening, one and all. It gives me an immense pleasure to show our gratitude on this special occasion. At the outset, I would like to thank our founder chairman, Line Dr. K.S.Rangasamy, MJF, and our vice chairman, Mr. R. Srinivasan, for their continuous motivation. I would convey our sincere thanks to our beloved principal, Dr. D. Radhakrishnan, for his moral support to conduct this event. Our heartfelt gratitude to our resource person, Professor Dr. Audale, for providing us an in-depth knowledge about the research challenges in computing. Thank you, sir. My special thanks to the heads, Department of Computer Applications, Computer Science and Data Science for organizing this event. At last, I thank all my colleagues and participants who are watching this lecture and making this event a grand success. Thank you.